Trinesha Catrell.
Hi, this is Trinesha Catrell, and welcome to First Love Yourself, where love, life, and Christ combine. I am so grateful to have you here on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment with me. In today's video, we're going to talk about solutions. But before we get started, if you're new here, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more uplifting and empowering content like this. So get comfortable because we are about to get into it. Let's go. Okay. So earlier today, I was dealing with some stuff, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what's going to be the solution? What is it something that I could do that can help me in my life that will benefit me and propel me forward in my purpose or in life in general? And it's so funny because there's so much information. There's like a wealth of knowledge out there and everybody got the answer. But it made me really think about when people are looking for answers to their life, when they're looking for solutions. And so one thing that I thought was super important for today's video is to let people know, hey, what works for me might not work for you. You might have to do it another way. You might be able to take some of the things that I'm telling you in this video and implement those things and utilize it in your own way. But just because I do this way doesn't mean you do the exact same thing. We're not robots. We're all different people. We all have emotions. We all have things in our life that we aspire to have and do. And so I think it's important for you when you listen to this video, really try the spirit by the spirit. You really got to make sure that it's going to be beneficial to you and it's not just something that looks good. Like just because God's blessing my life in this way and I'm following God's guidance and he's telling me to do this, this, and this. If you try to rinse and repeat what God is doing in my life, it might not work out the same way for you because that oil might not be on you. That calling, that purpose might not be your purpose. And so it's important for when you're living your life, when you're going through things in life, for you to say, okay, what is it that I want to do? What is it that God wants for me to do in life? And it's not that way with everything. Sometimes it'll be like my healing journey. I really do believe that my program that I have for healing really will help you heal in relationships. It'll be in this way, not that way. It won't be healing through every single trauma, everything that you've been through in your entire life, but it will make you feel more confident. It will give you confidence that you've never had before. It will allow you to process things in your life. But in order for it to work, you have to really be intentional. You can't just sign up for the program and say, okay, it's going to benefit my whole life out of nowhere. You got to really be willing to put in work. You got to be really willing to look in the mirror to face those struggles and those challenges head on. You can't just say, oh, I signed up for a program. I haven't done any work, but it's going to benefit me. Like, no, faith without works is dead. You got to put in work everywhere. Everything that is worth it, everything that's beneficial in your life, you need to put forth some sort of effort. So always remember that. Never feel like you're just going to go out here, sign up for one thing, and all of a sudden all your problems are fixed. No, you're going to really have to do real work. And not a lot of people want to do that. So when you sign up for my course, I don't want to just take your money and then you just sign up and then all of a sudden you just feel like it's some magic pill or something. No, it's not that. It's something that you really have to be intentional. You have to be someone who is willing to put forth an effort and really wants to heal. Someone who really wants to feel more confident in their own skin. Someone who really wants to grow and learn and become the things that God intended for them to be. But in order for you to do that, you have to take it serious. You have to take your life serious. Your life is no joke. And we always make all of these jokes in life and people will get on other people and say, oh yeah, she ain't gonna be nothing. No, let's stop cursing our lives and really start to speak positivity and life over ourselves and the people that we care about. When somebody is a part of my life, they're gonna be blessed. I know that sounds conceited and I don't mean it in a conceited way. I just mean that I really want everybody to win. And so if someone comes in contact with me in any form or fashion, I always am thinking, how can I help this person in their life? What is it that I can do that can benefit this person? Because it's not about me. Like, it's about self-care. Yes, self-care, not selfishness. But it's also about what can I do to help the world and serve the world? And what can I do to make the world a better place? And it's not always going to look appetizing. Sometimes it's going to look bad. You're going to be like, oh, man. But work has to be done. The work has to be done. And so you got to just be about it. You just got to do it. If you don't do it, who else is going to do it? It's kind of like that story that they told in psychology class when I was taking like psychology 101 back in the day, and we were talking about this theory that they had come up with about how this lady, something was happening to this lady in the street. All these people looked, nobody wanted to help, right? Hundreds of people looking. Everybody's story was different. Nobody called, for help, reinforcement, no nothing. Everybody just suggested or thought that someone else was going to step in, and no one stepped in. And so while we were in class, we were thinking about like different scenarios and like what would have been the solution. And the one thing that I pulled from that class is you can't keep waiting for everybody else to help somebody in a scenario. If you see an issue or a problem, it's probably up to you to solve it. I'm not saying you're going to be the end all be all and you just got all the solutions in the world, but sometimes a problem sticks out because you are the solution. So I think it's important for us to really think about what we want to be in life. How do we want to change the world? What is it that we want to do that can actually help someone else and not just ourselves? How can we be selfless in this moment? What is it that we see that you might be around a group of people and don't nobody else see it but you? That means it's you. You're the one. So you got to really be intentional and say, okay, this is what I'll do to help this situation. And as you are journeying through life, I think it's important for you to not be hard on yourself, to give yourself grace and know that even though you don't have the solution for everything, you being willing to try, you being willing to be intentional and put forth effort is enough. You don't have to be looking like everybody else. You don't have to smell like everybody else talk. You don't have to do any of the things that any other person does, but just be you. Be the best version of you, and that is good enough. With or without my hair and braids, I'm enough. I'm saying everyone in general who's watching this video. With or without this complexion, I'm enough. With or without a man, I'm enough. With or without this job, I'm enough. And I'm not saying those things don't add to your confidence because they do make you feel better about the levels that you're going through in life. But it's not the end all be all. And what I don't want to do is pretend like I don't want something in life when I know I do, because everything that I want, I'm going to go for. And it might not look like everybody else's life, but it's going to look like the life that I want. And so remember to give yourself grace. When you're looking for a solution, take what you need and spit out the rest. Don't just copy paste someone else's life. You are not a clone. You are your own individual. Always remember that. You are different from any other person walking the face of this earth. And that is, I don't know whose quote it is, but somebody said that's your superpower. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments below. But if not, then we're just gonna let it be what it is. But yeah, always remember that you're unique and you are awesome exactly the way that you are at your best. And so don't try to be like anybody else but your best self. And know that you allow yourself to have grace. You're not gonna be perfect. You're gonna mess up because we human. So give yourself the grace to know that after you mess up, it's what you do after you make a mistake that matters. Know that when you're looking for a solution, nobody has all the answers. But sometimes when you take a little bit of everything, it allows you to become the best version of you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an amazing day. And don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.